Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Biolab, and this is Vamsi here at Biolab. And yes, in today's video we will be talking about pituitary gland, and hope that was a noticeable change, this one. And yes, it is something like a dream come true for me. I was dreaming that I should wear my brand t-shirt or my or a t-shirt with my logo, with my own brand logo. So yes, I hope that has come to this day, but I have a bigger goal to achieve, that is in 2023, and I hope I would also do that. And yes, in the last video we have discussed about the hypothalamus, and the last point which we have discussed in the last video was that the hormones which are released in hypothalamus are transported to the anterior pituitary gland or part through a process which we have discussed in the previous video, and they are produced in the neurons of hypothalamus. From there they are transferred or conducted to the axons, from there to the nerve endings, from nerve endings to the anterior pituitary gland. So I have also told you that the hypothalamic hormones regulate the functioning of pituitary gland. They either stimulate or inhibit. Stimulation function example is your GnRH, which is gonadotropin releasing hormone, and also the inhibiting process is involved in you can also say stomatocyte. So now we will be discussing about the pituitary gland. Put the heading the pituitary gland, it is the master. We will be discussing about the master now, the pituitary gland. We have completed about the master of master gland, that is what, hypothalamus. I have already told you why I am calling it as master of master gland. Yes. So that is why write in brackets master gland. You will be knowing it why we are calling it as master gland so soon in this video itself. Please do not worry. Okay, we are calling this as master gland because most of the functioning of our body organs is regulated with the help of this hormones of pituitary gland. Like it is involved in every other activity of the body. Like you can also say from the growth of an organism till the blood pressure maintenance of an organism. So all the processes are being touched with this pituitary gland. So this gland touches almost all the actions of the body. So first of all, this pituitary gland is divided into 3 lobes. Actually let us see the location of this pituitary gland. It is also called as hypophysis. So we will be talking that neurohypophysis and adenohypophysis. So that is why this is also called as, those are the 2 parts of this gland. So this is called as hypophysis. Okay, hypophysis, also called as hypophysis. Now this pituitary gland is like this. It is it is a form in it is hanged from the hypothalamus with a stalk, STALK. So see, if this is hypothalamus, this is your stalk, and this is your pituitary. So something like this. It is not exactly like this. The exact diagram of it is given in your NCERT. Please. So this is your stalk. Stalk means it is nothing but a stick like thing, or you can also a stem like thing, or stem, stalk. The name of it is stalk and the meaning is stem. No need to write this. This is your hypothalamus. So here you can see 2 lobes, but actually we have 3 parts of it. Why I will be telling you why we are only seeing 2 lobes here. See the middle part, which is called as Parse Intermediate. Okay, let's move on with the first of all with the 2 lobes here. This is your anterior lobe. So I am writing anterior part, posterior part. Okay, anterior part, posterior part. Now the anterior lobe is called as anterior lobe or pars distalis. Pars distalis, and it is a constituent portion of adenohypophysis. Adenohypophysis. As I said, this hypophysis is divided into adenohypophysis, and also neurohypophysis. So now in the part of adenohypophysis is pars distalis, which is your anterior lobe. Now coming to posterior lobe, this is called as pars nervosa. Pars is common while talking about the lobes of this pituitary gland. This is called as pars nervosa, and it is also called as neurohypophysis, and this is only the part of neurohypophysis. Now in between these two we have another lobe which is generally considered as a part of this pars distalis, or generally considered as a part of adenohypophysis, and that is called as pars intermedia. Parse, I am writing, sorry, please correct it. Pars. Pars intermedia. Got it? Now you have to concentrate in this topic. See, the hypophysis. Once I am revising it. The pituitary gland, it is a master gland. It is also called as hypophysis. This hypophysis is divided into two types, two parts you can say, adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis is present on the anterior part, neurohypophysis is present on the posterior part, and adenohypophysis is again having two parts, pars distalis and pars intermedia. This pars intermedia is also considered as a part of distalis because it is present in the anterior part only. So now coming to the posterior part, we have only one part of pars neurohypophysis, that is pars nervosa, and it is present in the posterior part. Now this whole thing is the classification or the parts of this pituitary gland. Now where it is located? It is located or attached to the hypothalamus. It is attached to the hypothalamus by a stalk-like structure. This is your stalk-like structure. Now it is present in a bony cavity. Now make a note of this, I will be erasing it. Pause the video, please make a note of this, it is very important. Here write pars distalis, pars nervosa. Please remove this. Write pars distalis and pars nervosa. Hope you have completed. Now this hypophysis or the pituitary gland is located in a bony cavity called as scala. 1 minute, not scala. Yes, this is present in a, it is present in a bony cavity called as bony cavity called as sella turcica. Scala turcica. It is present in a bony cavity called as scala turcica. This is very important, it is a bony cavity. So this pituitary gland is located in a bony cavity called as scala turcica below the hypothalamus, attached to the hypothalamus through a stalk. Now let us see the hormone secreted by the pituitary gland. Let us see the hormone secreted by the pituitary gland. Okay, we will be seeing hormone secreted by each and every part here. Now, starting with the anterior lobe, the first part is in the adenohypophysis. So, starting with adenohypophysis, we are starting with the first part, pars distalis, pars distalis. So now the hormones secreted by pars distalis are, first hormone, human growth hormone or GH, growth hormone, you can also say growth hormone, the first one. So the next one is prolactin, we call it as in general PRL, prolactin. I will be explaining you the functions. Please note down these hormones at a place. I will be sending them through the Insta also. I will be posting these so that you can revise them. Next one, thyroid stimulating hormone. You can see how this hormones of pituitary gland are involving in each and every function of the organism, the organ, each and every organ's function. Thyroid stimulating hormone, we call it as TSH. Next one, adrenocorticotropic hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. And last two, luteinizing hormone or LH. Remember LH, then the full form LH is more useful. The last one is follicular stimulating hormone, FSH. So these are total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have another one, I hope 6 or 7. Yeah, 6 hormones of this pars distalis and 7 hormones of adenohypophysis. 7 hormones in total. 7 hormones. This is secreting 6 hormones in 7, and the last one hormone is secreted by the pars intermedia. Now first of all, you note down these hormones, this list of hormones. I'll be writing about the pars intermedia. So this is 1, 2. Make a note of these two. I will be writing about pars intermedia. We will be talking about each and every function of these and each and every disorder of these. So I am thinking of disorders. I will be making the second part of this video, pituitary gland. There we will be discussing about disorders, but in this video we will be discussing about the functions of these hormones. Okay, yes, please make a note of this. Now I will be moving on to pars intermedia and pars nervosa. Completed? Done? Yes. Now we will be talking about Parse Intermediate. There is only one and only one hormone which is secreted by Parse Intermediate. So, Parse Intermediate. One hormone is secreted by Parse Intermediate. Only one hormone. So now what is that hormone? Now what is that hormone which is secreted by Parse Intermediate? It is called as a melanocyte stimulating hormone. A melanocyte stimulating hormone. Melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH. MSH. Okay. Now this Parse Intermediate, it is merged with the anterior lobe or the Parse distalis. Merged with the anterior lobe. Anterior lobe. Now make a note of this also. Melanocyte stimulating hormone. Melanocyte stimulating hormone. So I will be telling you how to remember the functions of these hormones with their names itself. Now you no need to search for any shortcut for remembering these functions. With the name only we will be trying to remember every function. Okay, most of the functions we will be trying to remember with name. So now we have completed total 7 hormones. 6 plus 1. 6 are of Parse distalis, 1 is of Parse Intermediate. Now we will be talking about neurohypophysis. Neurohypophysis. Now what is a part of neurohypophysis? Come on, tell me. This is having 2 hormones. What is a part of neurohypophysis? Tell me. Fast, you tell me in the comment section below. Very fast. Please comment it down. Then I will be. Meanwhile, I will be changing my marker. Tell me fast. What is the hormone secreted by the Parse Nervosa? Yes. Okay. Nervosa. Another name of neurohypophysis. There is only one part of neurohypophysis, that is Parse Nervosa. Here it is having 2 hormones. So total 2 hormones, and those 2 hormones are secreted by the Parse Nervosa itself. So now we will be seeing about the 2 hormones. Actually they are not secreted but they are stored. Oxytocin and Vasopressum. This is also called as ADH, what is that? 1 minute guys, I have forgot about that. Antidiuretic hormone. Yes. Antidiuretic hormone. Okay, antidiuretic hormone. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I do forget. Oxytocin and vasopressin. These are the 2 hormones which are stored, not secreted. Remember this word, stored. Then where they are secreted? They are secreted in the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus secretes them. Secretion. Storing is done in this neurohypophysis or Parse Nervosa. Storing of them is done in Parse Nervosa. What are the 2 hormones? Oxytocin and vasopressin. As I said in the earlier, this vasopressin is in the use of regulation of BP, blood pressure. constriction, vasodilation, vasopressin. Yes, got them. You got them. Yes, make a note of this. I am erasing them. You have to remember this. Stored in Parse Nervosa, secreted in hypothalamus. Remember them. Remember them. Now we will be moving on to the functions of each and every hormone here, which I have written on the board. Now, growth hormone, you already know what is the function of growth hormone. Helps in growth of the body. Helps in the growth of the body. Yes, growth hormone helps in growing of body. So no need to discuss that growth hormone. It is having everything in its name itself. Now coming to prolactin. Prolactin. First of all, we will be discussing about prolactin. So now, PRE. Prolactin. Now tell me, what is meant by lactin? Lactase or lactose or lacting. Yes, this all means milk. Lactose means milk. So now what is meant by lactin? Milk. So prolactin is the hormone which helps in the production of milk. Yes, helps in the production of milk in females. Production of milk in females. Only production, not ejection. Only production. Remember it, not ejection. Okay, ejection of milk is done by oxytocin. I will be telling you there. Okay, formation of milk in females, human females. And it also does another part, growth of mammary glands. It also regulates the growth of mammary glands. These help in storage and formation of milk. Milk is formed here, mammary glands. Okay, prolactin. So this is the second hormone of pars distalis. So we have 6 plus 1 plus 2. Total we have 9. Total 9 hormones which are secreted by the pituitary. Completed. Prolactin helps in the production of milk and growth of mammary glands. Now next hormone. So see how easy it is. Lactin. If you remember lactin, you will be getting it. Lactin, yes, anything related to milk, and that is production of milk. So now third one, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone. See, it is stimulating another gland. And before also it is stimulating mammary glands. Here it is stimulating thyroid. So that is why it is called as master gland. Thyroid stimulating hormone. What is meant by thyroid? It is a gland. So it stimulates the secretion of the hormones in thyroid gland. Stimulates or starts the secretion. Stimulates the secretion of thyroxine, or you can simply write hormones of thyroid. Hormones of thyroid. Hormones of thyroid. Okay, stimulates the secretion of hormones of thyroid. Thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. Remembered? You got the meaning and the function of it. Now, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, fourth hormone. Okay, noted down? Yes. Now keep noting down with me. It is very simple, very simple. Keep noting down. If you have missed some point, please rewind it and then watch it. Now, ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Now see this. What is this adrenocorticotropic hormone? This adreno is related to, the word is related to adrenaline gland. Adrenal gland, sorry, not adrenaline, adrenal gland, okay? Adrenal gland. And this gland is having the secretions of corticoids, glucocorticoids and mineral corticoids. So this ACTH helps in the stimulation or regulation of those corticoids. So the adrenaline glands hormones are generally called as corticoids, and these are of two types, gluco and mineral corticoids. So glucocorticoids, mineral corticoids. I will be explaining you these when I come to the adrenaline gland, the subtopic adrenaline gland. Okay, it helps in the regulation of adrenaline glands hormones, which are commonly called as corticoids, and there are two types of corticoids, glucocorticoids and mineral corticoids. So that is why it is called as adrenocorticotropic hormone. So now when you think over the full form of the given letters, 4 letters, 3 letters, 2 letters, you have to remember its function. How? Adrenal gland. What are the hormones released by adrenal gland? Corticoids. What are the two types of corticoids? Glucocorticoids and mineral corticoids. Now what are the functions of glucocorticoids? What are the functions of mineral corticoids? What are their general examples? We have to remember the general examples. Glucocorticoids, cortisol, and this one you have adrenosol or something is there. For the mineral corticoids, you have to remember those as common examples. They are very important. 1 minute, I will be telling you those also. Aldosterone. Yes, aldosterone. It is a commonly found mineral corticoid in our body. Minerals, regulation of minerals, iron balances, glucose, regulation of glucose. So completed. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. So this is fourth one. Now we will be moving on to LH and FSH. Both are having a common functioning of common organ. So what I am doing, it is fifth one, LH and FSH. Okay, LH and FSH. Now luteinizing hormone, follicular stimulating hormone. First of all, let us see about this LH. This LH is having different functions in male and female. Their general effect is on gonads. General effect is on gonads. Okay, gonads. So that is why they are also called as gonadotropins. As they are having their general effect on gonads, they are also called as gonadotrophins. Gonadotrophins. Okay, male and female, it is having two different functions. In the same way, we have two different functions for FSH also. Now, in males, first of all, LH is having the function of synthesis and secretion of hormones called as androgens from testes. Helps in the secretion of androgens, mainly testosterone. This testosterone is having a function of regulating secondary sexual characters. We will be talking about it when we come to the subtopic hormones secreted by other hormones, other glands, other organs that are the heart, kidney, etc. There we will be seeing it. So this testosterone is the main part of androgens. gens. Andro means male, gens means the hormones, androgens. Okay, in male that is a function of this LH. Androgens mainly testosterone, mainly testosterone. Now this in females, LH in females, it induces ovulation. Induces ovulation. What is ovulation? It is the formation of ovum from ovaries. Induces ovulation and also maintenance of corpus luteum. About this corpus luteum we will be talking in the class 12 human reproduction chapter. Corpus luteum, corpus luteum. Okay, make a note of this, corpus luteum. Now after this, if you make a note of this, we will be moving on to FSH. Got it? Luteinizing hormone and male secretion and functioning of androgens. In females induces ovary and maintenance of corpus luteum. Now coming to FSH. Again in males and females it is having two different functions. Males, females. In males it is having a function and regulation in this spermatogenesis. The androgens testosterone plus this FSH regulate spermatogenesis. It is the formation of sperms, the process of formation of sperms. Okay, spermatogenesis. Androgens plus FSH. Not only FSH, androgens which are generally done by LH and the FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, regulate the spermatogenesis in males. While coming to females, they help in growth and development of ovarian follicles, not corpus luteum, ovarian follicles. Okay, so that is why it is called as follicular stimulating hormone. As it is stimulating follicles. Okay, that is a function of these two in males and females. Now we have completed with the 6 types of hormones. We have seen with growth hormone, prolactin, thyroid stimulating, adrenocorticoid, FSH and LH. We have completed with the 6 hormones, 5 and 6, put 5 and 6. 6 hormones of the Parse distalis. We have to discuss about the Parse Intermediate and Parse Nervosa. When we complete that, we will be completing or ending the session. So please wait a few minutes guys, I will be closing them fast. Yes, 6, 7. Now 7th one is a hormone secreted by Parse Intermediate. I have also told you that MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone. In the name itself, melanocyte stimulating hormone. Actually this melatonin or melanocytes are the cells which are present in the pineal gland, which helps in the regulation of our body rhythm and etc. When we will coming to that, I will be telling you those. So that is why it secretes these melanocytes. Stimulates these melanocytes in order to produce melatonin. Okay, that is why melanocyte stimulating hormone stimulates right here if you want, stimulates melanocytes. What is the function in stimulating melanocytes? It helps in the production of melatonin. What is the function of melatonin? Pigmentation of skin. Okay, MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone, stimulates melanocytes. Okay, completed? Yes, good. We are good to go for the Parse Nervosa. So only one hormone is present in Parse Intermediate. Now we will be moving on to Parse Nervosa. that is 8,1 oxytocin. 8,1 oxytocin. So this is very simple. This is actually, it is secreted in hypothalamus and it is stored in the Parse Nervosa. It is it has function in females. It helps in the it helps in not only in females, also in males also. It helps in contraction of smooth muscles. Especially in females, these smooth muscles are present in uterine wall, uterus, wall of uterus, and this helps in the contraction of uterine wall in females, and in general it helps in the contraction of smooth muscles. Why we have to contract this wall of uterus? It helps in the development, it helps in the during the time of delivery. So during the time of delivery, or you can also say parturition. Yes, during the time of parturition this helps. Okay, oxytocin. There is another additional function for this oxytocin in females only. It is the ejaculation of milk from mammary glands. Production of milk, prolactin production, prolactin production, ejaculation, oxytocin. Make a note of this. First we have another last hormone left, that is vasopressin. Vasoconstriction, vasodilation. If you remember that, it is enough. Vasopressin. Last hormone. Let us see this and close the session. This vasopressin, the oxytocin. I have one other important point in oxytocin. It is released without the secretion of RH. What is RH? Releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. It is secreted without RH, releasing hormone. Sorry, it happens sometimes. And yes, we will be moving on to the vasopressin. It mainly acts on kidney and stimulates the reabsorption of water and electrolytes by the distal tubules. Okay, mainly acts on kidneys. In order to reabsorb water. Reabsorb water from the urine in the distal tubules. So it is called a DCT, distal convoluted tubules. PCT and DCT, we have two parts of tubules in kidneys and distal convoluted tubules, Okay, it helps in the reabsorption of water and thereby reducing the loss of water through urine, and this is called as diuresis. It is a reduced loss of water through urine in order to keep our body hydrated every time. So that is why it is also called as ADH, antidiuretic hormone. If this vasopressin is less in a patient, it also has another function, that is regulation of blood pressure. And if this vasopressin or ADH is less in a person, that leads to diabetes insipidus. This diabetes insipidus, it means the more and more loss of water through urine. It helps, it results in diabetes insipidus. Okay, more diluted urine, so that the person gets dehydrated every time. He loses all the electrolytes, he loses all the minerals through urine. Okay, loss of water, that is very dangerous. That results in diabetes insipidus, which is formed due to the lack of ADH. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. In the next video we will be talking about pineal gland. So if you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel Biolab, and this is Vamsi signing off from Biolab. Have a great day further guys. Thanks for watching.